Okay, so let's have a NFP breakdown, right? This is going to be a very brief session, right? So I'm going to walk you guys through the NFP trades I took. First of all, we had NFP that was on Friday, 6th of January, December. I know I'm saying January. Right, so this was NFP announcement, and you can see that the news was very bullish, right? Whenever the actual is above the previous, is a bullish sign for USD. That means the counter effect will be seen on Euro USD, GBP USD, right? So the news was very bullish for the dollar, right? So that is why I was kind of looking for a sell, right? But first of all, I took two trades on this day. So I'm going to show you guys the two trades quickly. So you guys can be on the same page as I am, right? So um right, so I'll show you guys quickly the two trades I took. All right, so first of all, we had I took a trade on gold. So that was the first trade I took on gold. And the reason I took this trade on gold was this. Now, this was my first NFP trade. Right. So look at this. This was my first trade as well. So as an NFP was somewhere around there. That was 830. Right. So this was NFP. Sorry. This was NFP. I guess. Yeah. So this was NFP candle, this long wick candle, right? So first of all, I was looking at gold. And if you look at gold very carefully, I remember I told you guys that on the weekly charts, we are expecting bearishness, right? Remember I told you guys last week or on Monday last week that I was looking at gold dropping. Why? Because we took out this previous weekly high. Let me just make it an auto. So we took out the weekly high of this day. That is the weekly high, and then I told you guys I was expecting gold to drop. Right? Look at this. We took out this weekly high, and then we were dropping. So I was like, okay, if gold wants to, since we have taken out the sell side, buy side liquidity, right? Since the previous high, which is buy side liquidity, has been taken out, and we're inside this fair value gap between this low and this low, right? We're inside this fair value gap, right? So I was like, okay, if you have taken out the buy side liquidity and we're inside this fair value gap, right? It's also logical to expect that price should go for what? Sell side. The market goes from buy side to sell side liquidity. That means what I mean by buy side simply means it goes from highs to lows. So when I say buy side liquidity, I mean the high. When I say sell side liquidity, I mean the low. So the market goes from highs to lows and then lows to highs, and that's how the market moves, right? The market is designed to move from high to lows, right? When it takes out buy side liquidity, most times it's going to go for sell side liquidity, right? So I hope you guys understood that. So whenever I say buy side, I mean a high. When I mean sell side, I mean a low, right? So we took out buy side liquidity, and then I was still bracket to go for sell side, which is what it happens about this low. So that was my target for the week, right? It did not hit that, right? But I was still bearish. So if you come to the lower time frame on that NFP day, you could see why I was bearish, right? So why was I bearish? Market took out what our Asian high. See that we took out buy side liquidity again, right? So we took out Asian high. I remember that whenever the market takes out Asian high, that means we can target was sell side liquidity, right? So we had this other block here. So this was another block I was looking at, right? And then that was where I took my sell. So once NFP happened, I saw the market pulling up, right? Seeing that this high has already taken out buy side liquidity, and then we had this low that was formed before New York. So this low was formed when? This low was formed in the New York session, so in the London session. So New York began somewhere around there, right? New York began somewhere around there, right, by 8 a.m. So New York began somewhere around there, and this low was formed in London. So you can say we took out Asian high, right? That is buy side liquidity. So a certain price will go for sell side, which was the London lows. So messy NFP happened. I took my sell inside there, and then price dropped to the low I was targeting, right? So that was my trade for this guy. And then if you check my Telegram channel, you'll see that I actually took this trade. Look at the proof of the trade that I took it. So this is it. So you can see why I deposited for NFP. You can see my deposit for NFP there. Right, I took my deposit for NFP, hoping to take my trade. All right, and then this is where I took the trade. Look at the executions there. All right, so look at the trade. You can see when I took the sell. It was a very, very short trade. You can see I took the sell. I was targeting London low, which was this low there. And you can see when the market hits my take profit. Right, this market hit my take profit in a minute, like a minute and about 34 seconds. Right, that was very fast trade. Market moved 10 points, right? Just in a minute, in a matter of 1 minute and 34 seconds, right? It's very quick trade. You can see it there, right? That's when I entered the trade just above that high, and then that's it. So it was a very, very quick one. That was a very quick trade on gold, That's why I took my trade. So I was targeting London lows, and the market actually hit my target. So that was my sell, right? That was a very clean sell, right? So that was what I had on gold, right? And the reason why I also took this sell because of this inducement, right? You can see that if you look very carefully, look at very carefully. This high as well was from the London session. Look at this high here. You can see this high was from the London, right? So everything was liquidity. So this high from the London, as price took the high, I simply took a sell above it. Or multi market took at this high, I took my sell here, right? And I was targeting what this London low, right? So I think I should adjust this my tool so you guys will see where London began. All right, let us adjust it so you guys can see where London. I want to make the red line to be London, right? So let me make it 8 o'clock. All right. So you can see that this high was formed before New York. So you can see the red line begun here. So market took that. And you can see the market, did that very nicely. Market came, took a London high, entered my other block, which is this last up candle. And then we targeted what London lows might take profit. It was very quick, 1:2 or thereabout. Right. Sounds very quick. So I also took a trade on EU too. So let's go to EURUSD. So for EURUSD, I was bearish. And the reason I was bearish was because of the news. So I didn't have any bias or structure like that. I was looking at the news. So NFP was, look at the news report here. NFP was very bullish, right? Whenever the actual for the non-farm change is higher than the previous and the forecast. Because the previous was what 236K, while the forecast was 218. So you can see that we actually exceeded what the previous and the forecast, right? So you can see that they were very bullish. That means we expect price to be was bearish on EURUSD, right? So that's what we expected. And now take note that we took out the highs on EU. So we took out this high because we took out all these highs here. We took out this big high here. So we took out all these highs. This candle took out this high, took out all these highs. So if the market takes out highs, what do you expect? I've told you guys earlier that once we take out a high, we expect price to take out a low, a liquidity low. So we took out all these daily highs. That means we can look for sales. And combining the fact that we had was a bearish sentiment on EURUSD because of the bullish USD, then we could look at, we had more confidence to look for what? For sell opportunities, right? So I went to the lower time frame, and then where was the next liquidity I was targeted? Since we took out the high, where was obvious liquidity to take out? Obviously, we had what this Asian low here, right? So this was an Asian low. So because we didn't take an Asian lows here, so this was an Asian low I was looking at. Okay, we look at Asian low was left untouched. And then in my paid mentorship, I told my students, if you're not my paid group, I don't know what to tell you. Because in my paid group, I told my students that price should drop for Asian lows. And then I told them to take sales, right? So if you're a paid student, just confirm this. If I said it in the paid mentorship. So if you're in a paid mentorship, do how to confirm if I said this in the group. Please just type it in the comment section if I say this. So I told them that they should expect price to go for Asian lows because we are bearish from the news report and from the structural standpoint. So I told my paid students, please look for a sell in the market, right? And I think maybe a few of them did, right? So how did I catch a sell? So I mean, see this happen. I was looking for a sell to take out this Asian low here, right? So what happened there? I look at the market very carefully. We look at this swing low here. Because those are market structure shifts. Look at this swing, this low here, and then we tap into this 5 minutes order block, right? This is our 5 minutes order block. So this is a 5 minutes order block here, right? So inside this 5 minutes order block, that's why I had myself. This was a one minute trade. So inside this 5 minutes order block here, this was where I took my trade, right? So it was inside this 5 minutes order block here. So I took my trade. So I went to the 1 minute chart to take my sell. So as price hits the other block, I was looking for sell opportunities, right? So let's see. I will show you the trade very quickly. The sell opportunity we had on the 1 minute chart, right? So we had remember that Asian low is this purple line here. This purple line is Asian low, and the market was inside my 5 minutes order block, right? So how did I take myself? So I was looking at the market very carefully. We took out this inducement here. This was an inducement low. Took out this inducement, right? Tap into this other block here. This 1 minute order block here, right? And then we had a market store shift. So when the market took out the inducements, tap into this 1 minute order block here. We had a break. So we had a shift. Market took out this short-term low here. And then it was a retest. So as market took out this low, it was a bearish break. Market tapped into this 1 minute order block here, gave the bearish break, and then the retest was my entry. So the market came to retest this last push up. That was my entry. So I think I took my first sell in this imbalance here. I took 2 sales. My first sell was inside this imbalance here. And then my second sell was inside this other block. This one other block. So I took two sells there. So market was going against me. I took my first sell in this one imbalance. But as price pushed against me more, I took my another sell. Inside was this last up candle, this last push up. So I took still sells there. And then my target was what? This low. So of course, I've gone for Asian low, right? But me, I went for this low. I didn't. So my target was this low. How was I took my ticket on that low. So you cannot take this low or the Asian low. So whatever you choose, you're still correct. Right? You can see price actually hit was Asian low, right? But whenever price takes a recent low, it kind of react. So sometimes it can react and then fail to go for the low immediately. So I think myself at this first low here. I'll show you the. Don't worry, I'll show you the trade. I'm not just talking stories. I'll show you the trade history. So my sell was here. My stop loss are above this high that has been formed at this point here. So my stop was just above here, and then I was targeting on this low. So like one is a 2 point something, like 1 to 2.5 or about. So I took two cells here. Target was this low, and then if you target this low overall, I mean like 1 is to 2.9 or wasn't 1 is to 3, like approximately 1 is to 3. But I was targeting this most recent low here, but I didn't want to overstretch it. So 1 is to 2.6, right? So I think I also have to show you guys the trade as well. So let me show you guys the trade as well, so you guys can see it. So let's go down to the trade. So you can see the trade of EURUSD. You can see it here where I took it. Right. So look at the trade here. No manipulation. Everything is being shown. Right. You can see the trade. It was properly taken. Right. Let me show you guys the trade so you guys can see it very properly. So let's go to the media viewer so you guys can see it. So you can see the trade here. You can see the trade here. You can see where I took the sell. You can see my entry. First entry at the imbalance. Second entry at the other block there. Right. You can see my stop loss just above the high there. And this was taken on my Tentrade account, my Tentrade life account. Right. You can see the tight spread. So Tentrade has a very nice spread, like a razor edge, especially on EURUSD. So if you're EU lover, you love EURUSD, you love EU, then of course join Tentrade because Tentrade is very, very good with that, right? So you can see that, and that is it, right? So that is it. So with us a brief, just a brief announcement. So you guys can, wrap up for the day. So if you we have I'm partner with Tentrade. Tentrade gives you instant life account, right? You don't have to take evaluation challenges anymore, right? So you can get your life account, you can get your life accounts just so easily, right? You can take your life account, right, very easily. You don't need to take evaluation challenges. You can get up to 500k funded without taking any evaluation challenge, right? Just use my link in the description, get your life account. I'll start withdrawing from day one, right? Let me show you guys some of my payouts so you guys can understand. That's not just shots for payouts. I want to show you guys some of my payouts, right? So yeah. So this is one of them. You can see my payer certificate here. You can see my own my life account, and then look at another payer certificate here. So I had to cover the amount because it was a very huge amount. And then look at another payout was received. This was my email. Another payout here. I applied for payout on this account here, and then that was a nice one as well. Let me look for another payout. I'm not sure you guys my payouts. So yeah. See another payout here, $190. This was a small account, so I'm not sure you got my payout. You guys can know that. See another payout here. This is an email, so you can see your funds have been withdrawn. So I'm not showing you guys the payout, so you guys can believe that Tentrade actually pays. Right, see another payout here as well. No, this one was when I booked it. Okay, you can pay out here. So you can see when I withdrew. Can you see there? Yeah. So that is when I booked another payout. So yeah. It has been a very nice one. So you can look at the payout again here. You can see where my profit was withdrawn. You can see that profit distribution and that. So you guys can see that actually pays if you follow the rules. Right? You can see the payout as well. Right. So that is it. So if you want to join Tentrade, get your life account, just simply use the link in the description to get your own life account. And then finally, if you want to join my paid mentorship, we're going to give a final discount for the year. Right, the final discount for the year, you get to pay 40,000 naira instead of 7,000. So we're giving 30,000 naira off. Right, this is more than this is about 30% off or thereabouts, about 35% off. Right, I think about 30% off or thereabouts. So I think it's about so it's about 40% off. Yeah, about 40% discount. Right, so just if you want to join my paid group, use the link in the description to join us. And of course, if you don't wish to, you can always just continue the YouTube channel. It's up to you. But if I were you, I would join because when it comes to trading, you need someone to guide you personally. All these watching videos may not really help you. It may help someone that's already very good. But if you're new, you're still struggling, then you really need a paid mentor, right? But if you already, you already have a mentor, you just want to add knowledge, you just want to add one or two things to what you know, no problem. You can just use YouTube. Like for me now, I don't really need a mentor anymore because I've actually perfected my skill. But if you're still struggling, you cannot make your payouts, you cannot even make one payout, you're still struggling to make profit, then YouTube cannot help you. What you need to pay a mentor to guide you directly, to teach you and answer your questions, all of those things. Like now, if you have a question now, you can't ask me if you have a question because I'm on YouTube. But if you're in a paid group, you can ask me, sir, I'm not clear with this. Can you explain this for me? I will explain to you because you're under the paid group. On YouTube, if you have a question, you may not be able to reach me and all of that, right? So I want to do that's one of the advantages of having a paid mentor because you can actually ask questions. You have direct access to him to answer your questions, to put you on the right track directly, right? Personal, relationship between you and a mentor, right? You need that, right? You don't need YouTube if you're not consistent profitable yet, or if you're not knowledgeable yet, right? So have a wonderful day. See you guys in the paid mentorship. Remember, the discount is ending on the 30th of December. Just 40% off. You join for 40,000 naira instead of 70,000 naira. Right. So have a wonderful day. Cheers. And I will see you guys in the paid mentorship. Right.